starting the stream as soon as this works. Let's just share the link and then we can start. Let's see whether the link works. Looks like it does. Okay. Guys, if anybody here is here, let me know if you can see this. I just wrote this message on Discord as well, making it a bit more official. So let me just share the link on a couple of places and then we can start working. Over the next days, I'm super excited about this. I'm gonna be streaming everything. So fun experiment, nice way to collaborate. Once I tweet out open source repo, then we can start coding something together. But for now, we're just warming up. New stream. Mining with laser GUI works. Okay. Let me share also on Twitter and on LinkedIn. Let me just grab this. Just write this. Let's just paste the link for the server. Can we just use this? Invite people, copy the link. How to join. Streaming schedule. Compute. How many people have we got so far? Just joining. Okay, cool. We're gonna start in a second, guys. Let me just share this on LinkedIn. Okay, all good there. Schedule, how to join. Just put this in brackets. Easier to parse the text. Okay. my GitHub profile. Current stream. Post. Okay, guys. So that's up, and let me just. Can I just repaste this? No. I think that's enough. We can start. Hi guys, hi Nashid, hi Christopher. Is there any option to share the chat? How do you share? Just a second. Is there any option for me to, for people to see the chat from during the live stream? I don't see that option. Okay, I'll figure it out next time. Let me just write it down somewhere here. Some to-dos for me. Basically, allow people to see the chat, the live stream chat. Okay, guys. Awesome. Nice. Let me put this here. And here's where we stopped. Basically, we have issue with the Numpy version. It's currently using some version 121 or something. We need to downgrade to 115. Otherwise, there is there was some change, that breaking change that happened with the floats. So we have to do that because we can't run the mine bytext script without it. I also tried running this bucc.sh script, and it also failed. So this one. So I assume it failed because it first tries to call the mine bytext, which also fails. So let me just see which scripts it actually calls, which Python scripts. So it first calls the embed script. I know that one works because in the previous stream we went through that script. Then there is the mine bytext. So I think this is the one that's failing, although we have to check when the mine function is called. And then there is the bucc by here and here. Okay, so let's try and set up the environment, a new environment. That's going to be a good first step. Okay, or maybe let's see whether we can call bucc by directly. I doubt it because we need to have the candidates already computed. Yeah, let's not postpone this. Let's just immediately create a new conda environment. Okay, so we have the laser. I already created a conda environment called laser. Now we have to install some stuff. Let's see what's the best way to approach this. Here are the dependencies from the laser repo. There is no environment or requirements file as far as I can tell here. So that means we'll just have to manually sort out all of this. Yeah, I think that's the case. So let's start. I think PyTorch 1.0 version. Okay. Let's maybe start by following the NLLB installation instructions and then work our way from there. Let me first install pip, the Numpy version. Let's just see whether that works. Pip install Numpy, the version number being 1.15.4. Is that going to work? That failed in the previous. Let's just see whether that's causing any issues. Okay, it's taking some time. Hopefully this is not gonna fail. If we hit the same issue, then yeah, we are hitting the same issue for some reason. Let's see what's going on there. Maybe we can just use whatever version that's not struggling with floats. Failed with some status 1. What's going on? What is it complaining about? Oh my god, so much output. Wait. Where is the actual error? Deprecations. Okay, here. Result. By eval. What's going on here? Let me see. These are just warnings. Use one of the following commands instead. What's this? Fail to build pip. Let's just see whether we can figure out when was this float issue happened. I think the error message was something like that. He has no attribute float. So we have to install 119 maybe. Okay, let's just try and then deinstall. Deinstall Numpy. Uninstall. Whoops. Deinstall. Aha. Skipping as it's not installed. Yeah, because we are in the. Let's just switch. Conda activate. NLLB environment, and then let's rerun the uninstall version, and then let's now do pip install numpy. Already satisfied 124, and we installed 121. Let's see what's going on here. Maybe we already solved the issue, maybe not. Let's just try and rerun this. Mine by text, this should work. Let's just run it. Let's see whether I have the right config here. I'm using mine by text config. Let's run it. Numpy has no attribute version. What the fuck? What's going on? Okay, there are multiple versions of Numpy apparently. Okay, there is no Numpy now. Let's try and install Numpy. Whatever version, the newest version. Okay, let's see whether. I assume that this was not a transient bug. This would float, so that means we'll have to downgrade. Otherwise, yeah. So module Numpy has no attribute float. Let's see how we can replace this version. Let's see what the answers here are. Basically, these users already replied apparently. Let's see. So NP float is deprecated alias. Okay. Let's see this other reply. (123). How did it work there? Let's see which version we need to install. Can we now try and install this version from README? Maybe now it will work. Let's try and install exactly this version. Pip install Numpy, this particular version. Is it gonna work or it's gonna fail? It looks like it's gonna fail. So then maybe we can just install whatever version that's below 120. Yeah. Let's install 119 and see whether this fixes our issue. Okay, wait. Again, some issues here. What's going on? Nobody offered a solution here. They just said what happened. I don't want to change my code. For more details and guidance. What's the guidance? (119.5). Let's try and install 119.5. Okay, this worked. Stop this. Run this. Different issue now. Failed to import. Okay. (1.8). Versioning hell. That's what happens when you don't have Docker or explicit versions. Yeah. Christopher says, man, environments always take so much time to figure out. 100%. What's going on here? Maybe let's just see whether ChatGPT can help. It should have seen enough of these messages. Not really helpful. Generic message. Nothing helpful there. Well, let's just try a couple of things. Let's just brute force it. There is only so many combinations, right? I'm gonna deinstall this and then install 4. And then see if this works. No, my God. This might be a pain in the ass. Let's just go to 18. Let me see previous versions of Numpy. Numpy, previous versions. At this point, I'm just trying to get this to run. Lol, the shotgun method. Here we go. 100%. Wait, I saw some. Okay, here are the versions. We can just try a couple of these and hope for the best. First, let's uninstall the current version, and then let's install 1.18.4. And this one is failing because some site on eyes failed, whatever. Let's just try a couple of things. Let's try 17. 1785. This sucks. I don't remember the last time I had to do something like this, brute forcing. Usually people log, like, make it clear what are the dependencies, and at least in your project. So obviously if you try and run an older project, you're gonna end up in a ton of problems. What's going on with this one? Okay, it installed successfully. Let's see whether this works. Nope, same issue. Oh no, wait. Could it be that this is due to FICE? Wait, guys, this is... No, we have FICE already installed. That's not the issue. Let's just try a couple more versions. Just 16, 6. Hope for the best. Huh. Okay, that's fine. Nope, I started wrong script. Let's run this one. Same issue. Yeah, okay. Apparently we have to run the version from the README. And that one does not work. So let's see whether people complained about floats. I think we already checked this in the last stream. None of these looks like it's gonna solve our issue. Let's just type in environment or something. Okay, no solution there. So why is this failing? If I'm using 1.15.4, What's going on there? Why is that failing? This is a brand new conda environment, by the way. Like worst case, we have to refactor the code to solve the issue with the floats. Oh my god, this is masochistic stream. Field cleaning build directory for Numpy. Could not build wheels for Numpy, which is required to install. How does one parse this? What other options do we have? We're hitting this Numpy issue. We have to change the version because of the floats. That means we have to be below 120. But then we hit the other issue if we start randomly trying versions. So we have to be lower than 120 because of the float in the code. But then we can't be just any version. What if there is a working version? Sounds good. Let's try maybe. You're right. Let's try. On conda, okay, fair enough. Let's try conda install. That would be a nice moment. Oh my god, you installed version. Okay, let's, dude. If you just save me a ton of time, this is gonna be amazing. Let's run this. Okay, there's no module named Numpy. What the fuck? What did we just install, man? Was this... Wait. Is this a... I think this is the command when you wanna conda install stuff, right? Conda install Numpy. Aha, from Anaconda channel. Maybe who knows what the fuck we installed. Wait. Aha. So we have to downgrade a version of Python as well, right? Oh my god. Does it say anywhere in the README which Python version are you using? It just has to be above 3.7. Yeah, that's not helpful. Okay, let's try and create with 3.8. So let's go like this. Yeah, maybe 3.8 would work, but that means I have to start from scratch and just create laser 3 python 3.8. Is that the command? No. What's the... I hate these conda install instructions. I always forget what's the right syntax. Conda create environment, and then go here, and then go Python. What? Okay, this is conda create. I think yeah, double dash was the error. Christopher also has same dudes. Always have to Google that exactly, man. It's just such a not intuitive command. Okay, conda create environment with name lizard3. Let's go Python 3.8. Let's just install that. Let's activate conda, activate laser3. Let's now go and do conda install, and then let's maybe use the channel Anaconda. Do you think that might make a difference? So packages, this is from anaconda.org. Does it make any difference if we install from the what's the default channel? I have no idea. There is a conda forge as well. Conda install numpy. Maybe we can just do it like this. Conda install numpy. Let's see whether this works. Okay, is this working? No. I think we hit, oh my god, is it lower than, guys, we have to go like 3.7, what's this, like, okay, let's just use ChatGPT to parse this stupid expression. Dude, everybody struggles with dependencies. That's not... You cannot be pro for dependencies. I don't think there is such a thing. Okay, fair enough. So because it's bigger or equal than 3.7 and then smaller than 38080. So this is the alpha release of 3.8. Okay, got it. Oh my god. Let me just delete this. How can I figure out where is laser 3? Where is my mini conda? Let me just, I'm not using Ubuntu that often, so I don't even know. Let me just double check. Home, mini conda. Okay, I see laser 3 here. Okay, I found it. Let's just navigate here. In a different window though. Let's do something like this. And then we want to remove layer 3. Is this gonna work? Yeah. Okay. Let's start again. So conda create exactly, but let's go with 3.7. And then let's install. Okay, conda activate laser 3. Okay, let's go install conda, install numpy. Please, please, please work. I can't spend this whole stream just trying to build my dependencies. I really want to move away from this. Oh, thanks. I didn't know that. Conda environment remove laser 3. Cool. Thanks. Okay, it looks like this works. We have numpy installed, correct version. So now we just have to install everything else. Let me just see. So here's a couple of things we have to install. I think we don't have to care about all of these, but we do need some things like PyTorch and Vice and stuff. Let me just think for a second. Because this is going to be a bit more work, I'm just thinking whether I can somehow modify the NLLB, the previous conda environment, so that we solve the float issue. Or maybe if it's just a minor, let me just see, before we go this route, just one more thing I want to attempt. And again, thanks David for the tip on conda and remove laser 3. I didn't know you can do that. Is it? Yeah, Amrit, it's the laser repo. Yeah, trying to set up the environment. Let's just see. So quickly, let me just change here again, and then let's see. What's my Numpy? I don't have Numpy. Okay, we installed it. Okay, let's just see. They have a Docker for setup. I could maybe try that, but I usually work directly with that. That might introduce a bit more effort on my side because I don't usually use Docker. Every now and then, but not that often. So provide a Docker environment to use laser. Is that the one, I guess? Yeah, let me just see. The thing is, like, it's literally just one. We just have to figure out, like, this already works. Everything worked. We tried every other script in the repo worked. Like the embed py script works. Everything works. Let me just. So we have a couple of options. Let me just kind of note them down. So one thing is fixing the environment issue. So fixing, and we have one option is basically install necessary packages to laser 3 conda env, get NLLB and to work by somehow modifying Numpy version, or use provided Docker. Oops. So these are some of the things we can try. Like, I would prioritize this to do something like this. Maybe then we can try Docker. That's a good idea. And then we can go this direction, because this might be painful, and who knows how many other potential issues we might face if we go that direction. So let's just try. Can save you from struggle. I agree. I agree that Docker can save me from struggle, but I love to struggle. So let's let's just try a couple more things quickly. So again, I'm gonna just pip install Numpy. That's gonna install the newest version. I just want to see where is this float error again. If it's a minor thing, maybe we can just modify the code as well. So here, Numpy has no. Where are we hitting that? Sentence encoder, fair stack, okay, this MP float. What if we just do this? What if we just do this? What happens then? What now? Let's try on a couple of places. Let's see where we are hitting these. I think this is the, by the way, this is the fix. It's not the cleanest one, but like, I think this might be the quickest solution. I didn't even, oh my God, it worked. Okay. Oh my God, that worked. That was the quickest solution. That was the quickest solution. Just a couple of code changes. I don't have to change the environment. We already have, like, the thing is, this NLLB environment is the environment I'm using for This is the environment I'm using for, well, NLLB project in Fairsec. And then I just basically reused the same environment in Laser. Turned out it's working. And then now it was the first time it was not working. So I was like, let's try and maybe modify it. I think this is definitely the quickest way to we got it working, boys. That's it. Okay, let's go. Let's see how this script works. Yeah, I already knew that replacement. What they've done in the newest version of Numpy is they just use the float themselves. So that means we just had to change those couple of lines, and now it's working. All good. Awesome. This is a legendary moment on the streaming, in the history of streaming on YouTube. Okay, let's go and see how this script works, and then once we get this script to work, we can run the bucc.sh script again. Amrit, again, thanks for the suggestion. If this didn't work, then we'd go the Docker route. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Arguments, text load unify. Let's see what this thing does. If it's verbose, then print we're loading text. Okay, and then we open with the encoding UTF-8, I guess. Let's open it up. I think this is empty, by the way, so we'll just skip this for loop. Yeah, that's gonna happen, and that means we have 0 lines. And that's why I think this is gonna fail. For some reason, these files are empty, so that means we have some error that happened before. Let's figure out what's happening there. So again, this empty as well. Everything is empty, so nothing is gonna happen here. So if we try and load this, nothing smart will happen, right? We have source embeddings. This is gonna fail. I think this is gonna fail. Yeah. So this fails because there is no such directory. So something is not okay with the bucc script here. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Let's open up the bucc.sh. Thanks a lot, Leonardo. By the way, let me quickly show the chat here for people who are potentially looking at this a bit later. Here are the messages. I'm replying to some of them just for context. Okay. bucc.sh. So this is the script. And what I want to do now is run the script again. Now that we've solved this, let's try and just bash. I think the command is just bash and then bucc.sh, and let's see whether this works. Okay, it's hitting some issues. No such directories and stuff. Okay, a ton of errors, but I think it's just the root cause is probably just a single thing. Okay, will you please stop? What's going on here? Okay, let's just go to the top of the stack trace and figure out what's the first error. What are we hitting here? By the way, guys, I have maybe 45 more minutes and then I have to go for the anniversary dinner with my girlfriend. Otherwise, she'll kill me. And I also want to go, so. Let's see what's going on. So in here, so we're trying to call embedding file, and that's failing. Oh. I see. So we downloaded, I think we downloaded maybe some of the languages we are trying to access don't have the laser checkpoint downloaded. I think that's the thing. So we have to download. We previously in one of the previous streams downloaded Hindi and English. For English we use laser 2 because that's the teacher checkpoint, and that's fine. So let's see here. What is it saying exactly? No such file. So we're trying to find, what's this? By LSTM 93 lengths. What is this, guys? This is some weird model that's missing for some reason. I think the best way might be to just comment everything in the script and then run it until we encounter the first problem and then debug like that. Let's see what else here. What's going on here? Yeah, it's always these models. So we are missing some checkpoints, but I have no idea what are these exactly. So let's maybe, first thing I'm going to do is check whether somebody encountered the same issue in the laser repo. So let's just go here. Let's go to issues and let's see whether somebody's hitting this guy. Okay, it seems somebody is encountering similar issues potentially. Let's see. They're using the pre-trained. Okay, we should be able to download this from somewhere. By the way, guys, if anybody has, if you can just open up and try and search through the issues, if somebody finds the answer before me, that would be super helpful. Okay, we might be hitting. You remember that we did not install the fast BPE, so maybe we are just seeing a downstream error from that error. We kind of left that for later, if you remember. So here, while installing the laser and running the install external tool script, we hit this fatal fast BPE CPP, no such file or directory. So that was the issue we encountered there. Not sure. Let's see what's going on. Let's see among the closed solutions whether corrupted file. Is there anything that makes sense? The Docker image is not actively maintained right now. Okay, so if we went the Docker route, maybe we would have faced similar issues, guys. So I think it's good we solved it the way we did. Would this script install models? No, I don't think so. Because it... Let me just see. Let's just open up a couple of these. Let's see what makes sense here as a potential solution. Can you provide a model file? Okay, that's the exact file we are also looking for. So other people are facing similar issues. But yeah, okay, let's try it. Let's go a different approach. Let's try and see whether this script, is there a Russian here? I don't think. The thing is, let me just see one thing. Which languages are supported again here? What are those supported languages? Okay, let's see whether laser 3, whether there are some additional models for Russian, no. German, no. French, nope. I think those are all stored. The reason I'm looking at those, by the way, is because this PUCCSH script is going to be working with French, German, Russian, and Chinese. Mandarin Chinese, I think that's ZH. But none of them are here, so that means we cannot really download those guys here. Let's just Google this. Okay. Install models. SH, what is this? Okay, at least we found a solution. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why do we need to do install models. Just a second. Okay, let's run. I mean, this is obviously the solution, right? We have from S3 bucket, we download a couple of these guys here. We download them. And then we iterate through the network list here. And we just grab them using vget, if that's how you pronounce it. Okay, let's try and install those. Although I'm still puzzled, why do we need... Yeah, let's just... Okay, I'm stupid. It actually says here that this script is leveraging... okay, let's just install the models. So, let's open up... a different terminal window. Let's go... Just a second. Where is my third window? Here it is. Guys, by the way, how do you set an alias if you want to navigate to a certain path in a quicker manner using just a single alias command? Because I'll oftentimes have to go to this same location. I can't remember how one does that in Ubuntu. Okay, and now here is the install model script. Let's run it. We're gonna download these files to the models directory. So that means we should expect a new directory to be created somewhere here. Here it is. Here is the models directory. We downloaded a couple of those files. I'm not sure what those are, but like it seems it's done now. And now let's try and rerun this again. Okay, let's rerun our script again. Okay, looks like this is working. So far, so good. empty slice warning. Is that a serious issue, or again, mean of empty slice? We might end up with just empty solution, but at least we got the script running. Okay. So what's the final output of this script? There is no description. They do some type of, they do the mining, but do they output like mine data somewhere, or what's the, we're gonna figure it out. We can always analyze the script, I mean. To understand that, we have to understand the mine byte text. I think it just outputs, it has some output always here. So CSV files, looks like that's the answer. So output extracted, TSV or CSV files, I guess. Let's see what we get as the output here. But we always get the empty slices. So I assume we're gonna have just empty output files as a result. Attempt to get argmax of empty sequence. So we here we even have, no, we always get, okay, we always get the value errors, right? We always get the value errors. Attempt to get argmax of an empty sequence. Attempt to get argmax of an empty sequence. So, but now I think the issue might be somewhere else. Let me think here. The issue might be with the data that I downloaded manually, this BUCC data. So as you can see here, this is what I expected. We get a bunch of CSV files, but all of them are empty, right? All of them are empty. Let's see, what are these logs about? Tools for BUCC mining. Same messages here and just bunch of empty files here. Let me see whether I missed something from the README here. No, we just have to download the, they didn't even mention the installation of the models, so I don't believe that this README has all of the necessary information. Huh. Let's see what's going on. Hey Bojidar, what's up? I see you came to the chat. We're trying to debug one of these scripts. Why is it not working? This BUCC-SH. Maybe. I mean, it's Alex. It's just part of the life, I guess. Let's see how we can debug this step by step. So we have some functions here. Extract BUCC, embed, mine, and then starts the main loop. Okay, let's first see whether this extraction method works nicely. So for all of the languages, we keep on iterating here, right? We do the same things. So maybe for start, we can just reduce this to a single language and then comment out some stuff. Let's just comment out this for now. So I'm gonna comment out this thingy, and I'm gonna just leave the language array to be lengths. Let's just use the first one for now. So like, will I ruin it if I do it like this? Okay, this should work, maybe. I'm not sure about the bash syntax, whether this is an array with a single element, but let's try. And then the main loop here, we first extract the data for this language, which is, I guess, French. We kept the French here, so French to English language direction. And then that means we should download a ton of things here. So the source language is going to be French. And then we call this function, and this function grabs that argument. So the source language is going to be French. The target language is always going to be English. Target is always going to be English. And then what we do, we change our current working directory to data. Data is the current working directory. Okay, data. And then inside of there, but do we do some, wait, just a second, do we do any, okay, data, slang, this looks suspiciously like these files here, but I'm not sure how we ended up there. Where is our, so we run the script from here, right? We are in this directory. Let's just echo. This is how the professionals do it. Okay. Extract from tar. Base name. The lol debugging, yes. It's so relatable. Let's see what's going on. And then we call get data. Okay, let's just do it like this. I'm going to comment out everything. Comment out this. Let me just run this and debug it one thing at a time. Okay, wow. Not really informative, but okay. So now that we know what this is, how do we run, how can we print out the, can I do it like this? Will this work? Anyone? Let's see. But how do I print the whole directory? No. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what happens here. So if the directory does not exist, we extract. Let's see. Why did we go there? Aha. Okay. Sorry. It makes sense here. This D directory is actually current working directory and then bucc 2018, and so that's exactly here. And then inside of there, okay. So if it does not exist, if the directory does not exist, then we iterate. So for tf in what's this? X directory is downloaded. Okay. So that's something I already, so this is this. And then there we try and find what's the bucc. Okay. So that's the prefix. So prefix followed by source language is going to be French to English and then tar, whatever the, okay, got it. Tar bz2. Okay. We find that guy and then we extract from there to there. Okay, so this should all be working properly. We have the training. Let's open up French. Let's open up French English. Let's see what's going on here. So we have the samples, we have the training. And it's not empty, okay? We have some data here. Here is some data. Here is some English data. And then we have some format here, like some tabs and some code here, like the code of the language, two-letter code, followed by some index, basically just plus. And then French, we have the same situation, ignore, and then we have gold, which means, okay, got it. So this is basically a parallel corpus that it's already labeled. Usually, well, it's not parallel corpus. It's just like for this particular mining task, somebody prepared this data set. Okay, makes sense. And then these sample files are, you can just ignore this, are probably just smaller variants. And we have the same thing for each of these. Okay, data seems to be fine. We are good there. So now, these guys here, what do? We get data from source language to target language. What does this do? So we pass split source language as the argument, and we pass in either sample, training, or test. Let's see what get data does exactly. We push D here, but it doesn't matter because this data is already, yeah, I think that's fine. Let me just see one thing. I'm basically at this point just analyzing the script, trying to get a better understanding of what's going on. Because, yeah, then later we can easily debug it. So again, get data. So we grab the first argument, the second argument, and then the language, and then we form some path, and then ask ChatGPT. Yeah, that's usually what I do. I've done it multiple times on the stream, by the way, so. Let's see, what's easier? That's the data followed by embed. So that's this guy here. Okay, that's this guy here. So that's embedding directory. That's what EDR stands for. So there we go. Okay. And then for language in, yeah. So if the file does not exist, then we echo extract files, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's do the following. Let's first rerun this. And then okay, let's rerun this and see whether we're gonna enter any of these here. Possibly not. Yes, we did not. Okay, so that means we already have these guys ready. Let's open up one of these. German, why are they empty? Now that's the weird part, right? Why are these files empty? I guess because they are empty, that's why we end up having everything. Everything is messed up because of this. Huh. So that's supposed to do what? This guy. Let's just echo. Let's just do that and rerun it. Okay. So you can see here what we do here is basically embed and then BUCC 2018 French English dev train. So that's kind of the prefix. And then we have to add txt, oh my god, I don't know how to pronounce those. txt, okay, txt, and then the language. And then what we do, what does this line do exactly? Let me just let me show you one trick. It's called ChatGPT. What does this command do? I'm not sure about cat. I forgot about this command. Let's see. So cat. Okay, this dumps the content, pipe symbol, and then cut. Extract sections from each line of input files. First field from each line. Okay, so you remember we saw those data files. So there was a code and there was the line. So I guess that's what these guys do. At least they should do that. So let's see why this is messed up. Okay. This did not work. This does not work for some reason. Let's see why. Let's see why this is not working. So embedding BUCC. For example, let's find one of these, and they're empty. Where are you guys empty? And then we take this. Okay, actually what we want to print out is this. True, but it's not, right? So let me show you. Let's just print this quickly. So here are this is where it's reading from, right? So it's reading from these guys. And if you take a look at this is, let's open up one of those. All of those have some data, right? Sample training test, French, English. If we open up, here is it, French, English, and then whatever we opened here, we have data, right? Training sample. So maybe let's just delete. Let me delete this folder, or just rename it, and then rerun the whole command. Okay, so it says what? Test does not exist. That's fine. Test does not exist. That's true. But let's now see what we get here. Okay, so there was something went wrong initially. Okay, guys, we are on a good path here. This is not going to work, I think. Test does not work. That's fine, because test is empty indeed. So all is good. So what we have here is we have IDs and we have text for French, for English, for train, and then IDs. That's the train, and then that's the dev. All good. Okay. So what we need to do is basically just rerun everything. Let me now uncomment. Let me just do the following. So if we were to rerun now, we couldn't. We can. Yeah. Okay. We don't do anything there. Let me just delete this. Let's uncomment. Let's now do this for all of the languages. Let's copy this here. Let's rerun it for the other languages. Okay. Test always fails, test always fails, test fails, because we don't have that data. That's all good and fine. And now, once we have this, now the next step is to just uncomment. Let me see what are the changes I made here. Just quickly. And guys, I'll have to soon go for the dinner with my girlfriend. We have anniversary, so I do have to respect that. Otherwise we'll be streaming the whole night. Where is the guys, where can I do the git diff thingy? I don't see the, usually in the GUI here, at least on Windows, I have the symbol here that allows me to see what I changed. I'm fairly sure this is the only thing, but let me just double check. I can just do it like this as well. Clear git status. Let's see this particular one. What's the diff? So the diff is tokenize and embed train. Yeah, okay, that's what I expected. So we now just commented everything down below, right? Just a second. Yeah, We just commented this. Let's maybe run it step by step to understand what's going on. So we now do the tokenization and embed train. So we just embed using the encoder BPE codes. What are the BPE codes? So these are the codes for 93 languages. We also pass the encoder. What's the encoder? That's the encoder. And then, okay, this should work. And then we can mine. Let's first see whether this is going to work. Okay, let's run the script again. I think we have it enabled for all the languages. Tokenizing. Huh. Fast PPE, interesting. Okay, we now see the encoding of multiple sentences. That's all good. The part that's confusing me is why is fast BP not failing? Because if I recall correctly, that did not install properly. Let me just see one more thing. Let's count the number of lines we can expect here. Okay, so we are now just encoding sentences. Let's see what's going on here. Let's first see also what's the GPU utilization here. Okay, this is fairly intensive. 15 gigabytes of VRAM, a single VRAM. I have two GPUs on my system. So let me just do one thing quickly. Let's go here, copy this path. Number of lines. So we have 370,000 lines in this particular French to English data set. Okay. Sample training. Okay. I guess everything's going to be the same for French because they are paired, or maybe not because we are actually. Yeah, it's not the same number because we are actually mining. Okay. Okay, let me see whether there is any difference between, for other languages, if we go to German English, let's do this. Let's do Deutsch, English, and then Deutsch, just to see whether it's roughly on the same order of magnitude. It is. Yeah, okay. This is a bit more, 400,000. Okay. Let's see where we stand with encoding. Okay, looking good. Now tokenizing Russian. Fast PPE. I'm not sure how fast PP is working. Maybe we won't have the correct results, but we'll see. Let's for now assume everything is working. And then the next step will be to mine and then optimize. While that thing is running, let's just see what's going on. I'm curious how this BPE codes is used. We previously analyzed this embed script, but that's not the way we called it. So let's just see how that is being used. Where is the embed script? It should be somewhere under source. Let me just collapse this. Let me collapse all of this. It should be somewhere under source. Embed, here it is. Here is the BPE codes variable, and here it is here. If we go here, BP codes. We load them here. And then we potentially use it here. I don't understand this. Might be a good thing will be to just run this directly with the same arguments to understand what's going on. That's the best way to debug this. Okay. Is the SPM model called as well? If we go here, is the SPM called encoder? So let's compare, let's contrast this with how we called it before. So this is how we called it before. We pass input, output, encoder model, and SPM model, and verbose. And now we're calling it like this. So we can ignore the verbose part. And then, so we have the output as well. We don't have the input. We pass the encoder. We don't have the SPM model. Okay. So we have these, and we have these guys. Okay. So input is missing and SPM model is missing. Token lang and BP codes. What does the token lang does? What does it do? Token lang token lang so if that is equal to double dash, I think there is some explanation what it means. Token lang, if that's the default value, perform tokenization with given language for no tokenization past this. Okay, so before, okay, got it. So we're specifying this. So we are going to execute these two, and before we executed this one. Okay, that's the difference. Let's add a to-do to just step through this. Okay, we fixed this by using floats. Different code path. Okay, makes sense. That's the next thing we're going to do. And let's see what's the progress here. It looks like we've finished this part here. We can maybe run the mining part. I'm not sure. Maybe we can let's just comment out these guys for now because we've done them. And let's see how it looks like when we run the mining. Let's rerun this. Okay, there are some issues now with mining. We're gonna figure out all of that tomorrow. This looks to be faster, probably because we are just failing fast. Cool, guys. I'm wrapping up the stream for today. Have to go to the dinner and then catch you tomorrow. Keep on tracking the new Discord channel. Basically, this one. Let me just find it. This one. I'm going to be posting updates there. Expect 10:30 a.m. tomorrow CET. I'm going to start streaming and then catch you then. Cheers, guys. Thanks, Christopher. Thank you. Let me just put this here. Let me end the stream.